Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We'll say hello. This is JC.
Hi.
There's not too many people on here right now, so we're going to give it just a minute. I need to figure out how to, make this phone go down just a little bit. I'm not really sure how to. Hello, Kay.
Hi.
All right. Well, there's a few people hopping on now. So, we're here with Jessie. She is my 13-year-old. And I've thought for a while about doing some sort of awareness or something for PANDAS and for Tourette's. So this is my idea for the moment. We're going to do this on Tuesdays. We may just post facts. We may just come on here and let her do a Q&A. We may, I don't know yet really what I'm going to do with it. But, so that is what we're going to do for now. So tonight, we're going to do a Q&A. Ashley said hello and so did Nana.
Hi.
And so did KK. So we're going to do a Q&A for JC. If you all have any questions for her regarding PANDAS, Tourette's, anything, feel free to ask or whatever you want to do. So, I'm not real sure how we're going to do this, but we're here. So, if anybody has anything to ask her right now, go for it. She is here. And sometimes there's a lag, so it may take a minute for us to be able to see comments because it takes a little bit for us to see it. So, any takers? Who's going to be our first question? We're going to give it a second because sometimes it takes a minute for it to pop up. Is there anything you want to say right now while you're waiting on questions?
No.
No.
What's the tick you hate the most?
Okay, so Ashley said, what's the tick you hate the most?
Well, I've got this eye rolling. Well, it's like the eye rolling thing right now. And one of my teachers get annoyed by it because they think I'm rolling my eyes at them right now. So mom's like, right now. So, my eyes, they do that a lot, and they'll roll into the back of my head or something, and it looks like I'm rolling my eyes, and it's like I need to stretch my eyes or something, or they just feel like, I need to, I don't know what the word is correctly for it, but I just need to.
It's like you have to have that
strain. Have to strain my eyes for a certain second until it feels right.
It has to feel right. Yeah. That's a big thing with the Tourette's kids is it has to feel right for them to be able to move past it. So that was a good question, Ashley. Okay, so Heather said, did you ever feel an episode coming on before it happened? She's talking about whenever you were having your pandas attacks, whenever you were passing out and all that stuff. Or not passing out, but having your seizure type things. So, did you ever feel it coming on?
Did I ever feel
Did you ever feel it before it was going to happen, like you knew it was going to happen?
Sometimes I felt it before it happened.
What did you feel?
So I felt I felt before it happened, before it happened, so
you would get really red and hot?
So I knew that it would happen, but I wasn't just sure of it yet, so I was thinking, is this going to happen right now? So I wasn't so positive about it happening, but I was certain that it would happen. But I had to always have, a friend near me because, my friend, because I asked her to come over there to help because I was I feel hot, and she knew it was going on because she's been around me for a long time, so
she would get really hot, her face would get really red and flustered looking, and a lot of times I was able to actually tell at the same time. She would say, "Mommy, I don't feel good." I'd look at her and you could tell her face was really, really splotchy and red, and that was my signal of knowing that it was going to happen. So that was a very good question. Christina said, hello, Jason.
Hi.
Sorry if I keep putting my hand. I've got this camera all situated weird. KK said, are you feeling better now?
Well, other than my Tourette starting again, yeah.
Yeah. Her PANDAS, her episodes have went away. She had to be on about 10 months worth of antibiotics, 3 different ones, and basically a whole lifestyle change. She had to have a bunch of, vitamins, supplements. We had to do a diet change. We found out that she was completely allergic to dairy. This child has been through so much testing, it's crazy, because she used to have such bad stomach issues. And she's even had a colonoscopy. Is it a bronchoscopy? No. Is that it?
I don't know.
Endoscopy and a colonoscopy to figure out what her stomach issues were. And basically, they never found anything other than she was barely lactose intolerant. I mean, she was like, I think the number to be lactose intolerant has to be less than 15, maybe, and she was at like a 12. It was something like that. So they said that she was barely lactose intolerant. But a simple blood test, whenever we finally went to Nashville, showed that she was actually allergic to casein, which is in dairy. So that's how we figured out and got rid of her stomach issues. Let's see. Brittany Moore, can you explain what PANDAS is? Can you explain? Or do you want me to?
Only thing that I know of is you cannot tell that you're sick. You have to go get lab work done to see if you're sick or not. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, but PANDAS is basically an autoimmune disorder associated with having strep, and they also have what's called PANS, which is PANS, and that's associated with mono. So PANDAS is basically where strep lives inside of her body, but it basically goes to her brain, and it shows outwardly, as in like having mental health issues, basically. That's kind of the gist of what PANDAS is, but it is caused by having strep. So when JC was like 5, I think she had her tonsils out, but strep still lived in her body. It just never did. It didn't even show positive, like, she had group B strep, so that's a little bit different than the strep that's in your throat. So that is the gist of what PANDAS is. So let's see. Sarah Blevin said hi. Hello. Angelica said that beautiful girl looks just like you. Do you?
I don't know.
We get that a lot. Thank you, Angelica. Let's see. Erin Wilson said she's so pretty.
We had to go to, I was took to the hospital to get lab work done, and then this girl said that she asked if this was my sister because she looks nothing like my mother.
Yeah, she was like, y'all are, you're her mom? I was like, yeah. She was like, well, isn't that cool? Hi, Kayla. Erin said, I'd love to see her learning to overcome obstacles. So courageous getting on here talking about this. So brave. JC, you're beautiful just like your mama. Okay, so Christina said, when was the last time you had an episode? Do you remember? Okay, so I
want to say 6th grade.
It was the very, let's see here. It was 6th grade. It was, 'cause she's in 7th right now, so it's been over a year. It's probably been, I want to say 2018, so like November 2018 was probably her last episode that she had. Her major episodes anyway that she had, because if you all watched that video that I posted, that was I don't want to say the clean version of it, but that was like the very rated PG-13 view of what all I have on video of what all she had to go through. But yeah, I feel like I just talked in circles just then. I'm not real sure. I hope that I answered your question. Heather Lynn Hutton said, is PANDAS caused by infection? Yes, it is caused by the strep infection. Is the Tourette's part of the PANDAS or separate, or do you really know? Kim, we don't really know in JC's case, honestly, because she's had Tourette's since she was, I want to say like 3, 4 maybe, probably 3. So she's always had that, but that was around the same exact time that she had a lot of strep infections. She had to have her tonsils took out. So we're really not sure about that answer. But after she got treated with all of those antibiotics, she didn't hardly even, you couldn't even tell the child had Tourette's. You couldn't even tell. It was kind of crazy that they basically went away. Until recently, we actually just sent off lab work for her yesterday because she's had a lot of tics lately and a few crying episodes. So I just feel like something's off. So we're just going to take some lab work and see just to make sure that she doesn't need to be put back on antibiotics again. So we're really not sure that answer. We wish that it was just PANDAS because then you wouldn't have to deal with it much. Okay, so Ashley said, do you wish people were more understanding?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Ashley said, do you wish people were more understanding about you having Tourette's or PANDAS? Do you wish people understood that more or understood what that meant?
Yeah, so I was thinking about doing a class project on what it, like a whole entire school project on what it meant, because whenever I have my Tourette's, nobody understands what it is, and people constantly ask me, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And I wonder sometimes if I could just tell them, if they would go home and look it up, or if I just tell them, explain it, and nobody would understand it, or I just don't know.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if people understood it, right? Especially teachers.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a lot of great teachers, especially this year. I could not be more thankful for her teachers this year. But in the past, there's been some that just they don't really understand. And it's no fault of their own because you don't know what you don't know. And, so yeah. But yeah, it'd be, and classmates, I'm sure it's really hard for you with your classmates that don't understand and you just wish that they would, right? Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think that was, Nana said, your hair looks pretty, JC. Jessica said, wow, you're amazing, thank you. She is beautiful and looks just like her mama. Heather said, wow, that's scary. Dusty said, well, hey there, pretty gal. Hi, Rachel. Okay, so Brittany said, how did you guys find out she had PANDAS? I'm sure that was extremely scary. It was very scary. Actually, if it were not for her psychiatrist, we probably would not be here today, in this situation. Her psychiatrist was the one that actually mentioned it a few years ago, but she only had Tourette's and was the tics and things, and just that alone, that doesn't tell you that it's PANDAS. So we really never did look into it. So then, if y'all did watch that video I posted earlier today, things like that started happening. It actually all started one day when she was at school. I got a call. She was on her way home from the bus, and she passed out or had a seizure or something, and her sister called me freaking out, and I was like, where are you guys at? So I had to leave really quick, go to where the bus had pulled over. And you could just tell in her eyes that she was terrified because that was the first time that anything like that had ever happened to her. So, it was very, very crazy. So, knowing that PANDAS existed in the back of my brain, and my mom and my sister really helped, like, they found the doctor that we went to, because most of the doctors around here don't believe in it. So, if you go, they'll just write it off because it's actually not considered like a medical thing. Like it's a, I don't know what the word is. It's not in the medical whatever book. It's not in the medical books. So,
hey, I'm gonna
so yeah, but no.
Why?
Not yet. In just a second. So, but my question to them would be, how, if she's been on antibiotics for 10 whole months, and that got, okay, let's just start over here. They were basically just saying this was a psychiatric problem, like, just going to just write it off as psychiatric problems. And so the funny thing is after all of these changes, after being on 10 months of antibiotics, and all of that from the video completely cleared up, her tics, basically 99% of them went away. Like, explain to me how, if it's just psychiatric, how that helped. How did that help? Like, I just want to ask them that. Sarah Blevins, how long have you been diagnosed with Tourette's?
I think it was ever since I was 5, maybe?
I think you're probably 6 or 7. Yeah. She was probably 6 or 7 whenever she was. I can't believe she's so grown. I've said so much, but have followed your post of JC and her journey. She's so strong, brave, and resilient. She really is, Alicia. She really is. Michelle said, hi, JC.
Hi.
JC is so courageous to talk about this, and that hopefully will help everyone be more understanding. Yes, that is the goal here. That's the goal here, is for everybody to understand it. That's an excellent idea to do a school project on it, JC. Do you have any other type of tics?
Well, vocal tics, the eye tics I was talking about. I had this tic where I had to push right here, and then, to make sure, I had to push right here, or, right here, or right here, it don't matter, and then until, I hit a certain spot until it hurts, and then, yeah, it feels, and then I'm I'll stop. It gives you
relief, right?
Yeah, it gives me relief, and I'll stop.
Even if it does hurt, it still gives you relief in your mind.
Yeah, and then there's this tic that I keep on doing this, or that, and there's all sorts of them that I have that I can't just really say, because sometimes I don't realize that I have them, and sometimes I just will go to school and they'll be do you know that you, they'll ask me questions about my tics, and I'll be I don't know, I don't realize I'm having them right now, so okay.
Yeah, it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim, you really can't understand fully unless you live it. I'm proud of you for talking about spreading awareness is key. That is exactly right, Kim. It really is really, you really don't understand unless you live it, because it was a crazy ride for a while. That's an awesome idea for her to do a project or a speech on it, giving them some understanding of what she has to deal with. Way to go. She's such a doll. Okay. Broke my heart when she thought she was dying in that video. Couldn't help but cry. She's so brave to talk about it. Yes. Okay. Sam said, I'm a huge advocate for this. It's holistic. Wait, Sam, what? Are you really?
What?
Audrey Hatcher said, you're a rock star, JC girl.
Thanks.
Right, it's like a sensory input thing. I'm way behind on comments, you guys. I'm sorry. Sam said you are a rock star. All right, does anybody else have any questions for JC while we're on here? Yeah, we're right on time with it. Okay, here we go. Here's one. My daughter has always done a tick with her eyes, but has never been diagnosed with anything. I've brought it up several times to the doctors, but they always just write it off as nothing. Now I know that ticks have to be, what's the word? I'm having a moment. Not verified, but like actually put in the system at your doctor's office. I think it's for a year before they will actually diagnose it to be Tourette's. I know that a lot of the times if it's kind of off and on just a little bit, they'll probably just diagnose it as just a tic disorder. So yeah, but if they're not doing anything about it, and really as long as it's not bothering her or hurting her, there's really not much that can be done. I mean, there's a little bit of like, there's medicines, but the medicines never helped her. So that's just definitely something, if you don't feel like your doctor's doing what they should, I would definitely go find a new one. Just saying, sorry. I hope you don't like them too much. No, I'm just kidding. Is OCD associated with Tourette's? Yes, OCD is associated with Tourette's. She does not have a whole lot of OCD tendencies. She does a little bit, but not a whole lot at all. So that's never really anything that we've had to work on or focus on. So, yeah. But it is associated with Tourette's. They call it like the triangle. So it's like anxiety, OCD, and ADD, ADHD. I think that's the triangle. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway. My son has autism. PANDAS is big. Sam, we've got to talk. Has to be documented before they diagnose. Yes. Some meds made her worse. Yes, some meds did make her worse. And I remember specifically, there was this, before we actually found the psychiatrist that we were at now, there was psychiatrists that would come in, because there's not a lot around where we live. So there was psychiatrists that would come in at the health department. They would have a clinic there. And so there would just be different ones coming and going. So the ones, one day that I went to talk to him, this was before any of the PANDAS stuff came up, but this was over, we were dealing with Tourette's, and they were hurting her because she would she would be in a lot of pain at times. But this doctor was asking me, he was just like, so what's going on? And I started explaining it to him. He was like, we can't go over all of this in a day, so let's just up her meds, and then we'll see you back in like 4 to 6 weeks. And I was like, brother man, like, you've got to like really and truly feel it in your, like, if you feel in your gut that you did not get the right information, or that you know that there is something else going on, you have got to be an advocate for your child 100%, because if I was not an advocate for her and right now and not have the family support that I do, she would honestly probably be in a hospital right now, because that's the road that we were going down with all the doctors that we were seeing, saying that it was just psychological. It's just all in her head, let's put her on some risperidone and some antipsychotic medication, and let's see how that does. And if it weren't for me being an advocate for her and definitely having family support, because that helped so much, I would call my mom and my sister venting and crying so hard because I could not help my own daughter, because nobody was listening to me. Until we found this doctor in Nashville who actually really, he did so much lab work on her, and it was so much that she ended up passing out. It was a lot, but we found the answers. Let's see.
It didn't feel too good either.
No, say not.
I just go.
Yeah, you totally passed out on that one. JC, hopefully one day you can be an advocate for other kids like you. Yes, that's what we were talking with her therapist about today, was that JC, like, just because you're in this situation, I know it really sucks, and you don't know why you were given this, you don't know why God gave you this, but, like, that's so true. We were just talking about this, like, one day you could totally be an advocate for other kids that are in, like, like, speaking out for them whenever they don't have a voice. Like, you would be the one speaking out for them and helping. Or a therapist or something to help kids that have, you know, you have grown up knowing all of this stuff. So, like, you could really, really help kids one day.
Like that Tourette's camp.
Like the Tourette's camp.
That Tourette's camp and help other kids.
Okay. Brittany Moore said, do you notice a pattern like the tics are worse if you're worried or stressed?
Quit eating my hair. What?
Do you notice a pattern like if the are tics worse if you're worried or stressed?
Tics worse. Yes. They get very bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
They can be, for sure. Ashley said, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm too young to know that.
You have to have an idea.
I'm still too young.
You're still too young. Oh, she's too young, guys. I don't know. Maybe she'll be an advocate one day. I don't know.
I might be an actor.
An actor. She'd probably be a good one.
Yes.
I only ask because she says it has to feel right, and that makes
Hi.
me think of OCD. So crazy how they all talk. Well, that's true. I actually never did think of that, like being OCD related. But yes, that's so true, Heather. I never even thought about that, but it's possible it's probably this all in one. It's like a whole entire group of things. Beaker said, JC, you look awesome.
Thank you.
I'm so thankful we had a doctor that listened and knows about PANDAS. We tried so many meds. I'm like, this is not working. Kim, girl, yes. Yes. Oh, Lord. If I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that, because it's crazy. Susan, co-infections. Yes, she has a co-infection of Lyme disease. I pray my son can get to where he can talk and explain like you are. Her son has PANDAS. Let's see. JC, I'm so proud of you and you being such a strong young lady. Always dream and reach for the stars and reach out to others because they will need you to teach others when they are speechless and lost. Mom, you're an amazing, strong, and one of a kind. Thank you, Tina.
How old is her son?
Kim, how old is your son? Give her a second to answer. Sometimes it takes a minute.
Any more questions?
Any more questions? I've already discussed her whole entire journey before, on a live video one day. So if any of you all want to see that at any point, I'll actually post it at some point. I actually probably will post it, next Tuesday for the one. I'll repost it again so that you guys can see it. But if I start talking about the whole entire thing, I get really, really emotional, so I'm gonna try not to do that tonight. But I'll post it for the next Tourette's Tuesday. Let's see, he's 11.
You know what we should
So
all
2
should
years
do?
younger than you. What?
You know what we all should do?
What?
We should all go and get ice cream. No, we should all...
What if she's not around here?
Wait, she ain't.
Some of these people are not around here. Scott, girl wall so extra. Yes, it is. But my kids like to play tic-tac-toe in it, as you can see. So it's very unextra now. Heather said you two look like twins.
We are twins.
We're so twins. Daisy, you're such a strong young lady. Amber, you're a strong woman. Thank you, Meg. Yeah, see, Kim is in Oklahoma.
We'll go drive all the way to Oklahoma.
we can go to Oklahoma and have some ice cream. Or maybe we can meet in the middle. I don't know.
No, wait. We'll go to the park.
Oh, yeah. Lord. What a brave, beautiful young lady JC is.
Thanks.
She needs to hear that every now and then, because sometimes she gets really down on herself because she feels very different from kids her age. So it's very good for her to hear, you guys. Thank you. Kim, where are you? I forgot. Abingdon, Virginia. So we're quite a ways away. A couple days away. Anyway. All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Because we're getting ready to hop off of here.
Question.
I appreciate you guys for hopping on here, though, and spending time with us and learning. And
This is my child.
and asking all these questions. It's fun. This is fun. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I've got all day.
She's got all day. Mama don't have all day, but she does. I wonder what time it is.
Unless I don't know any questions, then I got all day.
Thank you for answering all our questions and being so brave to do this.
Thanks.
Nana said, thank you, JC.
Thank you.
Stephanie said, JC, you're beautiful. Bring her to me for a photo shoot one day on me. She would love that.
I want to go to the photo shoot.
Stephanie, she loves having her picture took. We'll take you up on it. She's a very beautiful young lady. Thank you, Jessica. Hi, Ann. How are you? All right, we're going to, 2 more minutes, and if we have any more questions, we'll gladly answer them.
I'm definitely going to a photo shoot.
Okay.
Nobody heard that.
No, you're crazy. All right, I think everybody's done.
They're not done.
You just like to be on here, don't you?
Yeah, look.
Don't get down. You're a beautiful, young, strong lady. Remember that. Exactly.
Yeah, anytime. How about tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. We have to plan that ahead. We have to plan it ahead.
Let's do it on my birthday.
She would love that. We're actually waiting on pictures. My mom took her to get some glitter pictures or something a few weeks ago. We're waiting to get those back. She likes to have them. Sam, JC, you're going places, girl. I love the courage and comfort you have sharing your story.
Guess what we're going to go do?
You know, Sam, she was actually diagnosed with autism, or on the spectrum anyway. I always question that diagnosis, though, because I'm not entirely sure that that's what it is. But that was in the middle of, totally in the midst of all the, the PANDAS stuff and all that. So, I don't know. But yeah, she has been diagnosed with being on the spectrum.
I think we're going to go play Twister. You said if you get the boy
I didn't say Twister. Your mama is not in shape anymore to play Twister.
Your mama goes to the gym, boy.
Yeah, but they're closed now.
Yeah,
Just because she's so
still
smart,
skinny.
sometimes people question that. That's right.
You're
All
skinny
right, guys.
and beautiful, and you gotta improve. So get into
Yeah.
You should.
Okay. Anne said you are so pretty, JC.
I know. Thank you.
You're rotten. Okay. Thank you guys so
I'll be back
much.
next Tuesday.
Seriously, for taking the time out of your day to come and hang out with us. Next Tuesday, I guess if y'all want to hop back on here, apparently JC's going to be doing a live next Tuesday. I may or may not be here. No, I'm just kidding. So I really do appreciate you all hopping on and spending some time with us this evening. It was really fun.
Good night.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.